If you are watching this video right now, it means that yesterday you would have received the PDF template that I shared with you around how I manifested like literally over $500,000 equity in investments in a matter of months just by following this step-by-step formula. So for some of us, we're visual people. For other people, we're more kinesthetic, we're more auditory. So I thought that what I'd do is I'd put together this step-by-step explanation so that if there was anything that you didn't quite catch in the PDF or you weren't quite sure how to do it, this video will explain exactly how to do it. Stay with us. It's only going to take a couple of minutes, maybe the most valuable 5 minutes that you spend this year. Okay, so step one in becoming a manifesting magnet is to get really clear on what it is that you want. If your goals aren't written down, I want you to know right now that, they're not clear enough, okay? You've got to write them down. You've got to be specific. It's far too easy to kind of modify them a little bit each day if you haven't got really clear. Whereas if you write them down, you've got a continuous space that you're resetting to each day. Now stay with me because this is important in step 3. Okay, so that's the first step. In that first step also is understand the reason why you actually want this goal. Okay, so when I remember when I very first started sort of, writing goals down, the very first year that I did it was the year that I went from like I think at the time my boyfriend was paying my rent. I had no money. I'd just broken up from, with my fiance. I actually felt like my life was in the toilet. I'd been asked to leave my job. I'd fortunately started a new one straight away, and I'm sitting there. I've got no money, and I'm like, okay, what is it that I would love to create? Because I've got to make some changes here. Life is not going the way that I expected it to, and if I keep heading down this path, I'm not on a good track right now. So I decided to make the change. That was the first thing. But second of all, I remember writing down my goal to begin with, and I wrote down I'd love to have $20,000 in cash. And then I looked at it and I was like, well, first of all, why do I want $20,000 in cash? Like, what does that actually mean to me? And it wasn't about the cash, it was about what that represented, which was freedom and security, which at that time I felt that I had very little of both of those. So understand your reason why, because then what I did was I tweaked that goal to say $20,000 in investments. Cash can be an investment, shares can be an investment, property, whatever it is, but it was $20,000 in investments. Now, by doing that, first of all, I got really clear on my why I wanted this, but second of all, what it did was it didn't limit the form that this came in, okay? So all of a sudden my manifesting potential went from like there to there, okay? I completely opened up the potential by getting clear on the why and asking what that represents. You can do this too. Please do this. Now, the second step is getting clear on who you need to be to show up in order to attract and create this, because we are, in any given moment, we are sending and receiving broadcasting systems, okay? Like we're broadcasting energy out and we're receiving energy in. So ask yourself, in order to sort of resonate at the frequency of this goal of what it is that I'm looking to attract, who do I need to be? Like what frequency do I need to show up into the world each day? I have my bees sitting just above my desk. So in order for me to create what I'm intending to create this year, I've got a list of how I need to be each day. Now, this third step is to write this down and put it somewhere that you are going to read it every single day, okay? Like with the goals, I actually have the goals, my goals pinned up above my mirror. This has been a formula that's worked for me forever. I've just, on the years that I haven't put it, for me, my mirror for some reason seems significant. For the years that I haven't put it on my mirror, they haven't worked out quite as well as the years that I have put it in my mirror. I don't know if that's significant or not, but find a place for you. I don't necessarily read them every day, but they're there in my line of sight. I'm resonating with those words every day. There's some sort of magic in that. Like there's really some sort of magic in that. The other thing that you could do is you could laminate it, put it in your shower. You could put it like behind your toilet door. It doesn't matter where you put it, but the absolute worst thing to do is to write it in a journal and then just leave it there. Please don't do that. It ain't going to work. You've got to have it somewhere visible that you're reconnecting with this unconsciously. Like, that's your subconscious connecting with it. Because if you have to go into a journal to read it, that's your conscious connecting with it. We are about getting you aligned and getting your whole being to connect with this, okay? And this is the best way that I know how. It's also a lot more efficient than having to like pull it up on your computer screen or pull it out of your journal each day. So just put it somewhere that you can see it. Okay, embody this, declare it to be true. Okay, like, of course I'm attracting this into my life. Why wouldn't I be? So obvious. Like, get into that state of course I'm resonating at this frequency. Of course this is happening. Like, of course, why wouldn't it be? And I really started to learn this from my 2-year-old. So any of you guys that are surrounded by 2-year-olds, they walk into a room with, well, mine does anyway, with a sense of like just absolute certainty that everyone will pay him attention and listen to what he has to say. Like, absolute certainty. It's like this, it's this playful arrogance of, why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't everyone just, fall into my command? And they do. Like, I've watched this kid, he walks through shopping centres and just has people, stopping to chat to him. It's the same thing. We all had this at 2 years of age. Some of us were shy, but I'm sure in certain scenarios we all had this like just commanding, of course the universe is all about me. Of course it is. I want you to get into that same state that my 2-year-old gets into every day, where the world just, of course things are coming to him as he wants. It's that sense of just certainty. That's what you've got to embody. Now, what I noticed is like, for any of you that have ever, because at the moment, okay, my baby is 2 years old, but I'm currently in this position where I'm like, oh shit, okay, I forgot to put on my manifesting thing for the last couple of years, like lose some weight, lose some baby weight. So this year my commitment is to lose 10 kilos. Okay, that's my commitment. And I was thinking about this and thinking, I generally am a healthy eater. I exercise, but I'm not consistent. Okay, I'll have days, where I eat healthy, and then I'll have like one day where I'll go out to lunch, or I'll binge out, or out comes the wine and the cheese and the crackers. Consistency is key here, because even though 80% of the time I'm healthy, it's not enough to manifest the body that I want. Okay, and it's the same with anything else. Like I'm using this example because it's like a solid example. Like, most of us have witnessed somebody try to lose weight, or maybe you've even had the experience yourself. And you can see that when it comes to losing weight, it's consistency. Like, you can't eat well. I mean, you might lose a little bit of weight if you eat well 5 days and then, drop off for 2 days a week. But your progress is going to be so slow, and possibly to the point where you go, oh, this doesn't work. You ever said that? Oh, this is not working. But you've got to ask, how are you contributing to this? Like you've got to be consistent with your actions. And it's the same with anything that you manifest. You've got to consistently be checking in with this. That is the absolute key. So many people write their goals down, they go in a cupboard, nothing happens, and then they wonder why they're not making progress. Consistency is key here. Now, step 4 is getting really honest with yourself. What are the limiting beliefs that are stopping you from staying in this vibration? Okay, that's all they are. Your beliefs do not belong to you. Your beliefs are just a set of pre-programs that were put in there when you were a small child because they served you when you were 6. They don't serve you now. Get honest with yourself. What are the limiting beliefs that are sabotaging your efforts? Now, one thing that you can do is you can create a personal mantra to offset this, and that's in the PDF. However, if you're going, oh, Donna, I've tried affirmations before, they don't work, because affirmations are they're like the long road to get there. There are quicker ways. The quicker ways unfortunately, I can't put them in a PDF because they require a personal conversation to actually work out exactly what they are and then show you how to unravel these. If you have some limiting beliefs that you think are getting in your way, join the 5-day online program. Even if you can't make the live calls, I will gift you a 20-minute session with me, which is going to be absolute gold for clearing out limiting beliefs. So if you've done all the other steps, but you're finding it really hard to stay in that vibration, there is a belief system that's undermining your efforts, okay? It's not your fault. This shit was put there when you were like probably 2 years old. Most of our belief systems have been implanted when you were like the ages of 0 to 6 years old. And it's kind of like like if you think of, I don't know, I run an iPhone. I don't know, you know, you guys might have a Galaxy or I don't know, like a Google phone or some sort of other phone, whatever it is. But if you think about your smartphone now compared to your very first smartphone, okay, if you were running the same apps, or sorry, running the same software, would you be able to run the same apps? Of course you wouldn't, okay? Smartphones require software updates in order to run at their maximum efficiency. If they don't get the software updates, they start to go slow and they start to crash. So if you are going slow and you are crashing, all you need is a software update, okay? You don't need to be going into, oh my God, I can't do this, or like I'm always self-sabotaging, or all of that like bullshit that we tell ourselves. That's just a story. You've just got software that needs updating, okay? I can show you how to do this. I can help you do this. I'll actually help you one-on-one to do this. The 5-day challenge, it's only $47, okay? And it includes a 20-minute consult. Like this program is worth like $500 any day of the week, and I'm doing it for $47. Why am I doing it for $47? Because this is so simple and I want you to get it. I want you guys to get it, okay? So that's the reason that I do it. It's also incredibly simple. That's the other reason. I don't feel comfortable, you know, like I watch some of these, you know, and this really pisses me off more than anything. I watch these people out there like mystify and manifesting, and then like, here, I'll charge you like 10 grand and help you manifest, or I'll charge you like 2 grand for this course. It ain't that difficult. Okay, like the steps are really simple. The challenging part is staying on track and accountability. And somebody in a weekend workshop is not going to be able to give you that anyway. So you might as well do this 5-day program, which is only $47. If you can't make the live calls, I will absolutely send you the replays and you still get your one-on-one consult with me. I am going to limit that to the first 50 people that sign up. So jump on board. This email's like, if you're watching this email now, you're one of the first ones to get it, so jump on board. I'm sure that there's spots left. Okay, so limiting beliefs. Either follow the formula for the personal mantra to offset this, to remind yourself each day, or if you think that what you've got going on is bigger than that, join the 5-day challenge. This will be an amazing investment for you. The second one, step 5, is daily rituals, okay? Daily rituals, okay? This is what will keep you on track. So I covered this when I was talking about write it down and put it somewhere. Okay, so in your daily rituals as well is journal. Just journal for like 5 minutes. I don't even think that I do it for 5 minutes. And when I journal, as I'm journaling, because I'm a mum, I've got a business, I'm also at uni, like if this isn't super efficient, I just I push it to the side. So what I do with my journaling is I literally have my journal sitting with me as I'm getting ready in the morning. I have it often out on the bathroom bench or in the kitchen as I'm making a coffee. And I start to think, okay, what am I grateful for? And I really embody that. What is it that I'm truly grateful for today? And then I write it down. So I write down 3 things that I'm grateful for. I want you to do the same thing too. 3 things that you're grateful for. So you're setting your day up in that space of gratitude. Nothing manifests quicker than vibrating at the frequency of gratitude. Like it's like the shortcut. It's the total shortcut. The second thing is 3 things that you desire. So what are the top 3 things that you desire? I often, just as like a fun thing to do, if I can't think of the third thing, I often just put, I desire an unexpected gift. I started doing that about a month ago, and some cool stuff has come my way. And it's like it's really nice to get an unexpected gift. And then 3 action steps, because this is all just nice insights if you don't take action. Okay, and for those that ever watched The Secret, I'm one of I've done a lot of work personally with Dr. John Demartini. Like I've spent hundreds of hours with this man, in the same room learning his stuff. And he was on The Secret, and he said the secret that they kept out of The Secret was taking action. You must take action. So what are 3 action steps that you will take today to get you closer to your dreams? Okay, because that's a huge part of it. And funnily enough, it's a part that so many people miss out. Like they think that they can just sit there and visualize, $500,000 check. No, you've got to take some action towards this. So I trust that this has been helpful to you. Okay, be honest with yourself. Do you have any limiting beliefs? Join the 5-day challenge. This will be so awesome for you guys. And also, I'd really love to meet you in person as well. It's on a Zoom webinar, so we have the opportunity to interact. You can ask questions in live time. You also get access to a private Facebook group which will support you on your journey. Support is huge. Like, support is like one of the most important things. So I encourage you, love to see you on the other side. And thank you so much for joining me on this manifesting adventure. Bye.